Hey guys!
This is our JAYCO Journey OUTBACK 16.67, I think it is, pop-top caravan walkthrough.
We actually, so these little things like push out and pull out, they have like a little strap, and usually this thing only goes to like about here, so we disconnected the strap just to give us some more support when we're sleeping at our legs. We've obviously got some cupboards where we put all of our clothes in, and some overhead cupboards where I think we put some hats and scarves and
that's where that
battery chargers and some accessories, and I think this one has like our rain jackets and stuff in it, just to keep them away because they're quite big items. This side on the left here actually has storage underneath, which is where all of our shoes are, and then just a little drawer where I keep my handbag and stuff like that. And then on this side, which is where Nick sleeps, we've got the stereo, which works inside and outside. You can fade it both ways as well. He's got nowhere near as many clothes as me this weekend.
This weekend.
And then on his side, we've only got a drawer.
Yep, that's where the hot water heater is.
So down below.
Yeah, so that's why that's there.
He doesn't have the storage.
Yep.
We've also got these overhead
Sirocco fans.
Sirocco fans that come in really handy. They've got a couple of different levels of strength. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, fan speed's different.
Yeah, fan speeds.
Even flat out, I think they draw like 0.8 of an amp, so it's like nothing.
So they're really good, and I'm pretty sure you can put a timer on it as well if you want it to stay on for so long. And then in here, which isn't the best spot for them, but they work really well, is these little lights.
Yeah, a little reading light. So
you can have a blue light, or you can have a white light.
Yeah, and that one's really bright.
Yeah, that makes it handy when you want to read at night, or even just have one light on in the daytime or nighttime, whatever time it is.
We also have we can turn all the lights off from that switch, but if you press on all lights, the bathroom shower light will stay on. Yeah. Don't ask me why, that's just what it is standard.
Yeah, it's really strange. And then obviously we've got our curtains with a fly screen, and you can do it up to different heights of this white block out, and you can also open the window just through there, and then there's also a hatch cover that is at the front of the van that we can
it's like a stone cover,
so
it stops it.
That is. And then there's all of our windows are the same, so we've got two on either side, one at the lounge room, and then one in the bathroom. So moving on to the L-shaped like dinette we have. It also has a window behind it that we can open. Also around the caravan we have these zippable covers you can pull out. So if the wind's coming from any direction, you can get airflow. This spins around, but it doesn't go up or down. That would be a good option. Our batteries are also stored underneath the lounge. We have 200 amp hour deep cycle batteries. And we opted also for a 3000 watt inverter, which is just in this little cupboard under here. So it's easy accessible. We keep it on. That's it there, that blue one, and then that's the battery. We keep it on all the time. Or like when we stop, we have it on. Otherwise we turn it off. That allows us to run this power point over here, which Beck will talk about the kitchen area a little bit later. So this screen here is like your J-Hub battery system. So that's on the left, you can see the charge state, the hours remaining, 70 hours remaining, because we've got every light on inside at the moment. Your two water tanks, so we have 75 litres and 75 litres, so 150 total of water. I think there's an option for a third tank, just not on this van. And the waste is actually grey water, and you can also see our water pumps off. We don't have any solar coming in right now because it's night time. Our battery voltage, how much we're drawing, the time, and you can toggle the pump on and off.
that's your charge state. This is your hot water heater monitor, so it's on at the moment. It says off because it uses water flow to actually heat it. It's gas. And then this isolator, if your van's in storage, they say to turn it off. But once you turn that off, the solar can't input to charge your batteries. So it's up to you if you turn that off or not. Obviously, we have a power point over here, and these two USBs actually work without shore power or AC power from the like a caravan park or whatever. They're your TV outlets and your TV plug for the DVD player over there, if you know what a DVD is. And your TV just sits up here. I think this is it is a Dometic, but I think it's a 198 litre fridge. It works on gas. It also works when we run in the car, so we have an Anderson plug that runs it when we're running the car, and it also works on AC power, obviously when you're plugged into a caravan site or something like that. If you park your car and you plug in on the Anderson plug, make sure you pull it out of your car, because it'll flatten your car. We did that. But yeah, it's huge. It's great. It's kind of empty because we've been away for 3 days.
And this is a really good working freezer.
Yeah, it actually works too.
And then down here you can actually change the levels as well. And it says fruit and veggies on one side and obviously cold to colder.
It is 153 litre, not 190. And then there's this little locker down here, which is kind of, I don't know, we haven't really figured that out yet.
Yeah, more just for like heavy stuff, heavy items, I guess.
Yeah, and then obviously up here, the main event is our air conditioner, which only works on when you're at a caravan park, but it's awesome. We haven't used it yet because it's been winter. We've flicked it on a couple of times just at home, and when we've been plugged in, it works so well. That's just a little roof hatch. Also, you can change the height. It's got a screen and a block out blind. So this is your TV or our TV aerial up and down toggle. If you can see here, see that little arrow? You want them to line up before you get underway, because that means the TV aerial is down. Don't leave that up, it's really bad. And then these lights, there's an all-on switch down here, but if you want to turn them off, you press the little off button in the center of the light. That's how they operate. There's also a smoke alarm above your bed for safety. And moving over to the power points, these are the generic, so these take AC power. You have to plug into a caravan site, and this is the only one in the whole van that runs off a power point. You could obviously opt for more power points throughout the van or get someone to wire them for you, but we have power points here. There's one under the kitchen table so you can edit or run your laptop, and then I think there's one in the bathroom. And
there's one over here in the bathroom. And
there's one over there as well for
just
TV.
over there.
Yeah. Okay, so these are our just standard light switches. So that's the inside lights. That's the LED strip light in the awning. That's the outside light on the on side, so out through this door. We have white and yellow LED lights all around the van. We have 4 of them. We have one on the front, so that does yellow light and white light. And we have on the on side, and then not on side. So they call you on side the part you live out of. So that has yellow and white as well. And then at the rear we have a yellow and yellow and white light. This also has a 12-volt plug, so I think that works when you're not on power too. And then down here is the build plate. It's really important to pay attention to your ATM on the van and your tear, because they'll tell you, oh yeah, it's 1700 kilos or it's 2100 kilos, but yeah, you just got to be a bit careful there of what it's meant to be, so make sure you read that.
So onto the kitchen and pantry area. This is where they store the TV remotes. It's like just the tiny little drawer, but we've got some pens and stuff in
It's
as
kind
well.
of awkward little drawer.
Yeah, it's like annoying.
Because
but
of the sink.
Yeah, it's because of the sink. This drawer we've put our knife and forks and utensils and stuff into. Lighter, some more remotes. We've got the stereo one and a Dometic one as well. So that's really handy. So there's lots of space for like utensils. This one we haven't even used yet. It's just got some spare pegs and
TV cord.
TV cord. Then we get down to the fourth one, and it's just a little pantry cupboard that we haven't used either. That's where we would store, like, on a longer trip, like our heavier stuff, like potatoes and water and tins and stuff like that. So onto these two cupboards. It's really good how they've mounted the paper towel onto the door, so that comes in really handy. Then we've got two shelves, which we haven't fully figured out how to utilize these properly yet. We've just done some reorganizing this weekend. We've put our coffee machine here, and there's actually something behind it. Do you know what that is? Oh, that's where the wheel goes. That is the wheel behind there, everyone. So we've just put like our JAYCO book and our pan and shovel above that, because that's all that will fit. Behind the coffee machine, we usually line up some water bottles if we're going to a remote campsite, just so that we don't run out. And then on this left side, it's more just some like extra accessories, like our batteries and some cleaning stuff and an umbrella in case it rains. Up the top on this side, we have some more cleaning stuff. I've just hidden the marshmallows there. Our pots and pans as well. And then obviously in the middle, we've got our cutting boards and some tin food, some Vegemite. And then on the right hand side, we've done our plates and bowls and cooking stuff, like our tin trays that we cook on the barbecue with. And then we've obviously put some containers. We are thinking for this area to get some stackable containers that we can like pop that stuff into, and then obviously stack them up just so that we can utilize all of the space, or put in another shelf. We haven't really decided what we're going to do yet. We will decide soon.
There's also a water filter under there that you have to replace every 6 months.
6 months, yeah.
And that filters to that tap over there.
Yes. So then, over here on our Verado Stove, we have a stove that comes up as such. It is a 4-burner gas stove, and it's Dometic. And then this little thing, if I can open it, is Nick's best friend. It's a grill that he tends to burn things
Loves
on.
burning stuff on.
He can't figure out how to open it. But anyways, that works really well, and it cooks super fast. So do these.
Make sure you pull out that little shield for the buttons when you use it. No.
Yeah, so it's all got to come out.
And that little shield there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one as well.
that comes out, and you got to leave this door open when you cook.
Cooking with it, yeah.
Yep. It's a bit clunky, but
And then we've also got a fan, which is over here, and a light. So when you're cooking, obviously you can just use that light if you want. You can't close this until at least 15 minutes after you've stopped cooking, just so that it doesn't heat and burn anything.
yep.
Obviously you can use all of that when you're remote or at a caravan park, because it's all ran off gas. But the next item, our microwave, can only be used when we are connected to power at a caravan park. This also worked really well. And then we've got another little
I
cupboard.
didn't even know that was there.
We have another little cupboard like this other side.
What's in there?
Nothing. Just some wiring, some hose and stuff like that. So plenty of storage in the kitchen for heavy items to be put down the bottom. Then over here we have a little light that I didn't know was there either.
No, I did know that was there.
You knew that one was
I've never used it, but I knew it was there.
And then we've got two of these cupboards, just little ones. We've just put some collapsible containers, some strainers, and some random plastic bags up in that one. We also put our coffee cups in there. And then over on this side, we've just put some like oils, some barbecue wipes, and our Glad wraps and our coffee. Obviously you can see there's a lot of space up there. So for 2 people, this is a lot of space for us. We haven't quite figured out where to put our laundry basket. This is our laundry basket from our old setup, so we're thinking about getting a new one or something. Usually a TV would go here, but we don't really watch TV when we're out travelling and adventuring. If you guys have any good ideas, let us know in the comments what to do about a laundry basket.
Hey guys, so this is the bathroom setup. At the start, we enter with this little curtain. So that's privacy, it goes both ways.
That's
Yeah.
also really good as well if you like have these windows open and stuff and you don't want to close
like
them.
Getting changed or something. In here, this little hatch here above the shower pulls down. You can zip it up. We always have it open. And
That's also good for privacy if someone else wants to use like the sink or something like that.
Yeah. When you're closing the van, you must have it in that position because that like creases like that. Obviously, that's how you shut the van. We just hang our towels like there because the towel rails are quite small. Yeah, the towel rails are quite small. Just be careful. Like, see how ours is like coming off there? We just got to do the grub screws up. Just be a bit careful with that. That's the same thing as around the other side. It's blind, goes different, got a fly screen, and that's a hatch. This little storage compartment has just some aftershave and wipes and stuff in it. This has got toothbrushes in it, toothpaste, another PowerPoint like we said before, flushable toilet, whatever, you open the hatch, do your thing. Toilet roll holder. We keep the broom sort of in here because we don't really use this too much. There's heaps of storage down through there. In here, we don't even know what to put in here. If there's that much storage. Under the sink and stuff, we've got a spare toothbrush just in case Astro needs to brush his teeth. All the sink plumbing, hot and cold sink, which is cool. A mirror that you need to store. A mirror that you can get ready in. And this is the shower. Smell bad. Yep, so this is the shower. You have a lockable door if you need it.
For when you're traveling, it's good to lock it up as well.
Yep. And our dirty shower floor from camping on the beach, or from me. So obviously the shower head, like you have that much room, but the shower head is only that height. You've got to like take it off and grab it yourself. And then we just keep our shampoo and conditioner on that wall. That is a little hatch that you can open like that. It rotates, and there's also a extraction fan on it. So that's pretty cool. And then the light obviously just turns off like that. That's pretty much it for the bathroom. This is under the lounge. So you just pull the cushion off and then it just opens like that. There's some hoses that go straight through the van, so you want to make sure they're sealed. There's another PowerPoint just here. You could use that. That's the main wiring, like AC board or like DC board, I think. Obviously that's the hub. You could store some stuff in here, like a slab of water, I think Beck said, or some stuff like that. You just wouldn't want it to move around and hit stuff. And then under that side is 2 batteries and the inverter, like we said before. There's also heaps of storage under the bed. This lifts up just like that. You kind of got to hold it because the gas shots don't.
Yeah, we might have to get them
enough.
looked at.
Yeah, I think it's the angle they're on. Yeah, we keep a table. We keep 2 large chairs under there. That is our snorkel stuff, and we keep the stand-up paddleboard under there. They're the straps, like Beck said before. So that's where the bed support used to go, only to there. So like the mattress would like hang over the end and your feet would feel like they're falling off the edge.
It was crazy, yeah. And we usually try and fit some towels and all other bits and pieces because as you can see, it's quite large. And what's that in the right
There's
corner?
a water pump down there, and that's the back of the water heater.
And there's also 2 power points.
Yeah, there's 2 power points. We might upgrade that pump or see if we can increase the flow. Not really sure, just on the free camp. It's a bit slow. But it makes you save water. So it's good.
Thanks for watching, guys.
That's another video done.
Don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see more, smash that subscribe button.